Okay, so I decided to use the Ciro Marchetti deck. I'm not sure, still not sure if I totally like it, but anyway. You guys let me know what you think. So, 3 cards to give us that message we need to help grow our souls. My goodness, every single one reversed. Okay, that's all right. And a message for the day as well. And our theme is in the middle here with the Hierophant Reverse. So let's look at this guy straight up. Okay. Well, you know, back in the old days, the days of yore, or whatever you would call them, of course we had, you know, the Empress and the Emperor, and then the Pope. And often, you know, they colluded in order to stay in power and stay in control. So when this card comes through reverse, this tells me that there's something about not conforming to that type of power and control, and I like that, actually. If this is describing a person, if you're ever doing a reading for yourself or you're reading on somebody that you're not sure about trusting and this card comes up, they're going to give you bad advice when it's reversed. They might be very rebellious, and they're definitely not in harmony, because you can see straight up here it's all about balance. But then again, we've got all these religious symbols, which I'm not against anybody finding their connection to themselves through religion, but anybody that tells you you need a middleman, I'll never tell you that. You don't need a middleman or a woman to get to your core. And inside the core of each one of us is everything we will ever need. We just have to clear out what's on top and what's in the way. Well, usually what's in the way with this guy is money and power. So, they try to control. But if this is on just a personal level for one of us, then the message is don't conform. Be your original you. Be your original real self. And like I said, you don't need the middleman. Now, with the Two of Cups reversed, that brings in that element of, it's kind of funny here. It's like two people seeing eye to eye. That's kind of cool. But when it's reversed, there's again that disharmony. Both of these cards are about disharmony. And it could be separation. Maybe the lesson here is that don't give yourself away to a relationship that you've already separated from in the past, and it's still kind of hanging in there and bugging you, because this can be a card of breakups and arguments. At the very least, it's, like I said, disharmony and some type of like drifting away from somebody who was maybe too controlling. If that happens, just let that go, because it's not going to be for your highest good anyway to hang out with people who want to control you. And, anyone to manipulate your heart to try and have power or control over you is not the kind of person you want to be with. Not the kind of people we want to hang out with. And then with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, let's look at the images on this card. That's funny. Yeah, monkey, rabbit. So I don't know what the monkey stands for. You guys will have to help me with that one. I'm sure there's some monkey power. The lion, of course, is all about loyalty and love, Leo love. And the rabbit has to do with fertility. And, Ciro, he always manages to get his initials in every card. It's just what he does. I love the astrological symbols in here, all the planetary symbols. That's cool. And, it'd be great if everybody that put an astrological, chart on any piece of art, I'd love it if they would put it the way it goes. He's got it backwards here. Aries is always on this side. If you do the natural zodiac, it's always Aries, you know, this way, like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, you know, like this. But they always tend to flip it around, and I don't know why. But reversed, it'll be right. Okay. So, but anyway, the meaning of the 10 of the 10, the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, reversed, that has to do with something is a setback. Something is not going to bring in what you want. It's a delay at the least, and, you know, a very, very unfortunate situation at the worst. And sometimes it just has us feeling stuck. So in combination with these cards, I mean these three together, it feels like if you're ever with someone who you don't feel like you can be your real self around them, I say, you know, just shine yourself anyway, and just, you know, but if it's like it's just, well, then again, I think it's always a good idea to just speak your truth, as long as it's kind. But, you know, stand up for yourself when you need to. And that's the true meaning of this Hierophant Reversed, and I love it for that. So when there's been a breakup and it's caused some type of disharmony or misfortune in your life, but you're still stuck there, do your best to know that you're free from the control, and that's actually really good. That's a very, very good thing, even though it can be painful, but I'm not seeing any painful cards here, really. This seems to me, this seems like well, if you're stuck, if you're in a stagnant place because of a breakup, remember, go back to, see, that's one of the things that we all tend to do when we go through breakups of any kind, you know, like if it's even just a family member or whatever, after the, you know, the, what do we want to call, what do I want to say, crapola, you know, hits the fan, and the arguments have happened, and you've parted your ways, and you don't know how to make it work anymore. After enough time goes by, you tend to just, and this is true with love relationships as well, you tend to just remember all the good things, and then you forget the cruel things that they said, or the mean things that they did, or the cheating, or the, you know, lack of integrity. You forget all those things that they did, and then you can get back to that place where you're kind of stuck in a rut. So I think the main message here is to remember, like, remember, if you're stuck in a rut, remember what the imbalance in the breakup was for in the first place. Like, were you setting a healthy boundary and saying no to somebody trying to have control over you and tell you how to live your life? You know, is that the case? If this is a card of like failure in the relationship, again, come back inside your own inner authority, because that's another key thing I'm feeling here with the Hierophant Reverse. It's your inner authority, rather than this guy or the rules of the church or the tradition of whatever. You know, because this guy's acting like he's the only one that has the key to your salvation or whatever. That's not true at all. It's inside. So another message with this card here too is, you know, it's karmic. It's a karmic card. So when it comes through reversed, it puts us in that realm of, you know, what is that old saying? As you reap, so you sow, or something like that. So yeah, so again, just remember the real reasons for whatever the breakup was, whatever the failure in the relationship was. And then that'll help you clear out the stagnation. And sometimes you have to do that over and over again. And then other times we end up getting back in the relationship because we forgot how bad it was, or they act like they've changed. And then you start all over again and you realize there really wasn't any change. It was just a manipulation. So, yeah. So this is interesting. It's just kind of a relationship reading. So let me put the cards up here and use the Animal Spirit Oracle and see what we have. Ooh, I love this card. Ooh, dragonflies are like my favorite thing. Okay, so Swan Spirit says it's time for a deep dive. Yeah, that certainly makes sense, because when you go more deeply into, your own authority, you really do some. I mean, that's where the beauty comes through. You can see all the beauty on this card. The pink love and the softness, the delicate. Yeah. And then Dragonfly Spirit says truth transcends illusion. So that's right. You go deep, you go deep to find the truth is what I was going to say. But it reminded me that how important it is to always ask for the truth. That's the most important thing. And ask for the truth. And that will help. That will definitely support the rebirth that's bound to happen. Wow, what a perfect time of the year to have a rebirth as well. It's around springtime and just before Easter, right? Oh, that's right. I forgot to say, with this being for April 1st, I forgot to say happy April Fool's Day. If you like pranks, I don't like pranks myself, but happy April Fool's Day. There's no pranking here. I'm just trying to get to the truth. So when people try to control and act like they're the only one that knows the truth, that's an illusion, and you know that. And when people that you've joined forces with come together in any type of partnership or love relationship, friendship, platonic, business, any type of relationship, the coming together of two forces, if it's not coming from truth, then it is an illusion to continue in it. It won't support you. And if you do stay in it, there's just going to be more and more stagnation. But no matter what, rebirth will happen at some point. Once you get down deep inside and you decide that you want the truth and that nothing matters to you more than integrity, that's when you really come into your own authority. And that's it. Just keep digging for the truth. Digging down deep inside yourself, looking for your authority, your inner truth. And rebirth continues to happen over and over and over again. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks, you guys. Okay. Hope you're well. Take care.